I'm not gonna ask you again. Give me that goddamn video game.
So, here's a video that nobody asked for, but I, along with a lot of other people, are quitting World of Warcraft. So the basic reason why is ever since Battle for Azeroth launched, the game has just been in a steady decline, really. They did so many wrong things in BFA, especially like the game started out with the Azerite system that people that were playtesting the game told Blizzard over and over and over again, this is a bad system, it's not going to work, it's horrible. But Blizzard doubled down and just finished it and then fixed the problem later by adding different like corruptions and all that stuff. But they still initially went with Azerite gear, which was awful. And then they went with corruptions, and the thing before that, I don't even remember what it's called. And then the corruptions, you couldn't choose which ones you wanted. They were random gear, and then you had Titan forging and all that stuff, and it was just a real big shit show. And then you get, finally you get a new expansion, and it's Shadowlands. And we are stoked about it because we're like, okay, well, every expansion is usually good expansion, bad expansion, good expansion, bad expansion, and it's been that way since Cataclysm. And so we're like, okay, good expansion, and it looks pretty decent. Like, everything looks kind of cool. Although I personally thought that going into an like afterlife kind of scenario is a little patronizing, because it's like, oh, I can't make new stories for anything, so let's just go back. How are we gonna, like, everyone loves Arthas and everyone loves like all these old school characters. Oh, Kel'Thas, remember how cool he was? And so they were like, okay, well, if we go to the undead, or not undead, the death area, we can talk to all those characters again. We can bring them back and milk our customers for more money, because they love those characters. Hey guys, guess what? Arthas is back. I thought it was huge and patronizing. Anyways, the game itself, beginning of Shadowlands, it's fine. Like, leveling is good. The areas are pretty decent. Like, Ardenweald looks freaking awesome. It's one of my favorite zones in the game. But then you get to Covenants, and what happens with Covenants? So if you want to roll an alt, say you're a Holy Paladin, and you're like, okay, well, I'm a Holy Paladin, and I want to do high level mythics, so I want to be Venthyr to get the damage circle thingy. Okay, cool. Also, you know what? I actually want to try Prot Paladin. How's that going? Oh, you got to be Kyrian because it's so much better. Well, good luck. You got to roll another Paladin if you want to play both. Why have dual spec if you can't use it? It's such a shitty system. And people were telling Blizzard about this in beta. Like, dude, you need to be able to change covenants whenever, like, it's stupid because, like, it's like not even change covenants, but when you change covenants, you keep all your levels in the covenant. And then why have a currency to have to change your actual what do you call them? The soul binds or whatever. Not soul binds. Is it soul binds? Yeah, I think it's called soul binds. Whatever it's called. And you have to have a currency to do that. So if you want to play, what if you are a Holy Paladin and a Prot Paladin, but you don't want to do the Venthyr one. You want to do the Divine Toll or whatever for your Holy Paladin, which is acceptable. It's like a free heal for the entire group. Some people want to do that. Okay, cool. Well, then the Covenant choice is not a problem, since both Covenants are your best in slot. Well, now your Soul Binds are completely different. So now you have to use this currency. So it totally stops you from having to do, or having to be able to play alts. Not to mention, okay, so, well, anyways, enough about that. Now, the fucking storyline for Shadowlands? Are you kidding me? Like, the Sylvanas storyline is still going, and at the very end, after Sanctum Domination, they're giving her a redemption arc. Like, seriously, a fucking redemption arc for Sylvanas? She's like, and then the Night Warrior shit, where Elune's just like, okay, you can go get your vengeance, and you're all strong, and fuck you. You got to choose between vengeance or redemption now, or whatever the hell she called it. And she's like, well, I want vengeance. I'm right here. Like, give me the power so I can kill Sylvanas. Come on. Nope. So fucking stupid. The storyline was written by fucking someone writing their first novel or some shit. I don't even know. These people are garbage at writing stories. So that's awful. Not to mention, we had, like, not only was Shadowlands delayed, what, like 3? Yeah, almost 4 months? It was delayed that long to be put out in a shit show format with, like, Torghast? Dude, are you serious? Nobody wants Torghast. It's garbage. Like, if it was just an extra thing you did on the side that, like, was like a cool little, like, it was like the Mage Tower, then that would be fucking awesome. That would be, like, something that people want to do. But no. You have to do it to get your Soul Ash. Oh, it's so garbage. But anyways, not only do we have to wait 4 months for Shadowlands to come out, then when it did come out, it was in a shit show state. So we're playing. Where's 9.1? Like, it's been 3 months, and shouldn't we start getting some details on 9.1? 4 months, 5 months. Where the fuck is 9.1, dude? This is insane. Like, aren't we paying like $16 a month for our subs? Didn't we buy Shadowlands? Like, you can't blame this all on fucking COVID, dude. Like, the game was already delayed, and I'm sorry. Like, I understand that, yeah, working from home is probably a little bit inconvenient, like slightly inconvenient, because you can't go over to someone's desk and be like, hey, did you? But it's not that inconvenient. You just like text someone or like screen share. It's not that big of a difference. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't blame it. And like, and I understand. Yeah, it sucks, and you got to crunch and all this stuff. But you know what? I'm a paying customer. Like, I can only have so much. Like, I'm sorry. Like, but you know, I'm paying you to do this, right? Is it 7 months come by? 8 months. Finally, we get 9.1 after 8 fucking months of Shadowlands. By this time, I'm like completely burned out. But I'm like, you know what? I've been playing WoW for 16 years. Let's see what they got. You know, maybe this is delayed for so long. It took so long to put it out because they want to do it right. They want to put some changes in the game that will make the game good again. What do they add? They add this small little dinky piece of shit island called Korthia, which is 99.9% just catch-up gear. Cool. They add a new raid. Raid's actually pretty good. They're good at raids. WoW's good at raids and dungeons. They can design pretty good raids, pretty good dungeons, have good mechanics. Do they add class sets back? No, they gave domination shards. What the fuck? Not only do domination sockets and shards fucking suck, they're not even cool. Like, if you think of like how tier sets used to be, it's like you used to get a couple pieces of tier set and you get like a bonus, and you'd be like, oh cool, that's a cool, like, usually a numerical value bonus, which you're just like, oh, I got my 2-piece. I'm like, my Mortal Strike does 10% more damage. That's cool. I mean, whatever. It's not interesting or anything. But when I get my 5-piece, now you get like this whole new thing. It's like, oh, cool. When you use Shield Smash or whatever, you get 3 Mortal Strikes free in a row or something. And so you're like, oh, cool. Then I want to build a lot of haste so I can use that a lot and then get those free Mortal Strikes. Or like, you know, just they had interesting mechanics. Like, it changed the way that your class worked, and it was cool. And what do Shards of Domination do? Fucking nothing. First of all, you got to go into the dungeon, hope you get a piece of gear that has a domination socket. Then you hope you get the domination shard that you want to put in there. And what does it give you? It gives you fuck all. All it does is give you buffs to your damage. It gives 10% more damage on this, 20% haste on this, 6% damage on this. That's all you get. You don't even notice it. It's just like arbitrary numbers. They could have just increased the stats on the gear and it would have been the exact fucking thing. But it's so fucking strong that some people that have their 3-piece are doing like 10% more damage than other people just because of that. So what does Blizzard do? They're like, oh, well, it was so good. We're gonna fucking nerf it. What? After people spent that much time getting it, you're just gonna nerf it? They reverted that, but Jesus fucking Christ, they can't even do that, right? Like, I don't get it. People are like, hey, we want tier sets. We like tier sets. Why'd you ever get rid of them? And Blizzard's like, all right, you guys liked them really that much? Okay, we'll bring them back. Fucking just kidding. We're gonna give you this stupid new domination shard shit. And then what about the fucking Mythic Plus people? Can't get domination sockets on your Mythic Plus gear. You could be lucky and get it out of your vault, but not guaranteed. And then you got to do what you can to get the shards. Kind of fucks Mythic Plus people. Anyways, WoW's just become a complete shit show, and now all these rape or sexual harassment accusations, and all the cool people from Blizzard have left. Like even J. Allen Brack just left, and the head of HR, who gives a shit, left. Like every fucking streamer is leaving. Like, God, it just, WoW is fucked. Blizzard is fucked. Like, and I've been thinking this for a long time. Like, when was the last good WoW expansion? Legion. And Legion was good for new WoW. It was good for new WoW. I'm not gonna say it was a great expansion. It was good for new WoW. It was the best expansion, I think, that has existed other than since in new WoW. And what do I consider new WoW? Cataclysm onward. Because TBC was old school WoW. Breath of the Lich King, old school WoW. Best expansions there were. And then everything changed with Cataclysm. So everything since then has been a kind of a shit show, different new WoW kind of game. And now WoW is just, I don't even know what the fuck it is anymore. And it sucks because I've been playing it for 16 fucking years. And I still enjoy playing TBC Classic, but you know, I don't want to give Blizzard my money anymore. So on that note, what am I going to be doing? Along with a lot of people, I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV. I've actually been playing Final Fantasy XIV since 1.0. I was in the beta, went into 1.0. Obviously 1.0 was not, it was really bad. I played a lot of Final Fantasy XI before that, back in the day, and everyone was hoping that Final Fantasy XIV would just be an upgraded Final Fantasy XI, and to some extent they tried to do that in 1.0. To a very small extent, let's just say that. Very small extent they tried to do that. But really, it was a really shit game. Like, basically, you leveled by doing nothing but leaves. There was no end game. They didn't have the classes that you wanted. Like, why did... Every Final Fantasy has, like, the classic, like, dragoons and fucking black mages and white mages and fucking monks and stuff and ninjas. And, you know, they've had that for 15 fucking Final Fantasies. And then Final Fantasy XIV is just like, yeah, well, nope, we got Lancer and Pugilist and what the fuck is that? What's a gladiator? Like, yeah, it was stupid, but I'm glad they changed it to Realm Reborn came out and the game's been awesome. I've been playing it since, on and off. What I do is I'll get the game, play the expansion for a couple months, and then I'll quit the game and go back to WoW. And then when the new expansion's about to come out, about a month before, I'll hop back on the expansion and play all the storyline in one go, and then play the next expansion for a couple months, and then repeat. So right now we got until what, November something, until Endwalker comes out, so I got some time to catch up. I'm just about to start the 5.1 storyline. I've done the 5.0 because I played for a few months right after Shadowbringers come out. I have like 3 level 80s. But yeah, I like Final Fantasy, and since I'm done with WoW, canceled my sub, I'm just gonna be playing Final Fantasy XIV, I guess, and other games. But yeah, I figured I'd give you guys an explanation for the few people that actually watch this channel of why I'm quitting WoW, along with a lot of other people, and I just don't want to give them my money anymore for inferior product and the way they treat their customers. So that's about all. I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I guess I'm gonna make Final Fantasy XIV videos now. So which, you know, I'm glad. Like, I've loved that game for a long time. I've wanted to do that, make videos and stuff, but nobody watches Final Fantasy streams or really watches Final Fantasy YouTube channels. So whatever. I mean, I'm doing what I want to do, and hopefully it works out, and hopefully, I really hope that some of you can join me on Twitch, because I love playing with other people. I usually tank. I got like a red mage and a bunch of tanks up there max level, and you guys are bored and want to come hop over, the link to my Twitch is down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, here's some other videos you might enjoy.